So Minty, the winner of UK Season 4 has to be an inspiration to further generations. So I want you to tell me, what would you say to little Minty right here? And I pull up a picture of a seahorse, because as we know, you grew up from a seahorse.
That if you can survive being poached from the ocean and put into an aquarium, you can survive anywhere. Always believe in that.
Inspirational. I'm Annie.
I was gonna make a fruit basket reference, but I figured that wouldn't work, so I made more of a Finding Nemo reference, but I think there was a seahorse in there. Minty.
And this is FunUntitled, where there wasn't any seahorse in that tank. You're thinking about the friend he's met in the beginning, in class?
Oh.
I thought you was referencing the fact that the only seahorse you saw was that one in the aquarium. The one that you wouldn't stop bitching about.
I don't remember Finding Nemo as much as I thought I did.
So, good thing we're talking about the finale of Season 4, something you do know about.
RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 4.
And later on, we'll talk about the second episode of Canada vs. the World. So, sit your ass down.
So they're doing a mega mix to Sissy That Walk, Realness, Call Me Mother, and Kitty Girl.
AKA all RuPaul songs.
Well, I mean, they can't do a remix or anything else. And they get to do their own verse, and they get to dance to someone else's choreography.
And we get to spend hours and hours of finding out all these people's tragic past, and I'm so glad you're here. You're so talented.
I like this one's, each one had a different story.
Yeah, there is that. Growing up with your family being mean to you, growing up with, your classmates being mean to you.
Growing up just being different from everyone else. I don't remember John Best's. I kind of blanked out on hers.
I think, no one believed in her except her mom.
Oh, God.
Sorry, John Best. I didn't believe in you at all. There was no way you was gonna win this.
I'm always debating if John Best or Peppa is the forgettable of the top four. Because I always say there's always one forgettable one when there's a top four. Because I feel like Black Pepper has her highs and her lows, and John Best is always the bridesmaid. So I just, they're both okay.
It wasn't like Season 3 where we were like, okay, why is half the cast here?
Yeah, this season was definitely much more entertaining. I think really it's just because Cheddar and Danny was here. Because honestly, I like Dakota. She was cute. I wish she stayed longer. Starlet was pretty. Elle Smithy's pretty. And that's it.
And Pixie Polite was supposed to be funny.
And she looked very similar to just me. It was weirdly similar.
Alright, let's get into the performances and final runway look.
I thought of all the performances, I like Black Pepper. Not just for the dancing, but I also like her lyrics too. Because I like the queens who kind of make callbacks to what they've done throughout the season. My least favorite was Cheddar. I thought Cheddar didn't really talk about anything except being an alien.
I say this as the weird kid on the playground. Cheddar is so weirdly disconnected from reality. It's really weird how Cheddar is I'm super smart, I'm grown up too fast, but also everyone's a lizard person, I'm an alien. And it's was this your gimmick this whole time, that you're not human? I feel like it just came out the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, there's some queens who have that kind of thing. Rita Baga does in Canada vs. the World, but it's not always apparent. And sometimes oh, this is an alien-like dress. And I'm I just thought it was just different.
Remember when it was flashback to, oh, Cheddar, I love this moment when you was the front row? And I was is that Cheddar's crowning achievement?
Not the Snatch Game as Queen Elizabeth?
Okay.
Whatever. But they remember Lil Nas X.
As we should. And the editing team did the right call not showing Lil Nas X again.
That was surprising.
I mean, if you want a quick memeable moment you can put on YouTube, you go with the just laugh.
That wasn't very funny.
I thought it was more funny that the other people laugh, generally laugh.
Sure.
So Black Pepper I thought was okay. I did not like her final runway look.
I think I like part of it. I think I liked waist up, but waist down I didn't like.
Me too. I didn't like the feathers.
Yeah, because I think the bottom, I don't care what they said. The mismatch of materials did not go well together.
It looked like she ran over John Best.
That's a crazy bird lady. No wonder John Best can't do that role anymore.
It's so stupid. I like Cheddar's final runway though. I may not like her song and dance. I liked her runway.
That was a good one. That was more alien-esque because it had the finger thing.
Yeah, and the black eyes.
Yeah.
Danny Beard's performance, yay or nay? Because she didn't move that much.
I liked it overall, I think that one was a bit more clever. And so you really had to listen to the lyrics to get that it was good, but it was also a little strange. Which I guess is what Danny Beard is.
Did you like her final runway? Da, 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 da.
I thought it was okay. Like, I thought it was nice looking. I just didn't think of it as a Danny Beard look, to be honest.
She just put that white face on and thinks she can get away with murder.
I do wonder why Danny Beard chooses to do the white face look. Because, like, Gottmik explained that the white face made her, like, look less gendered in any way. So I wonder why Danny Beard does it. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, just want to know why.
What about John Bess? John Bess, I really like her little dance routine. I like the little jumpsuit. I like how the dancers, like, shoo her around like a rag doll across the stage. I hated her final look.
Oh my god, I 100% agree. I don't know what they're saying. Like, this is the best you've ever looked. Like, no, she already peaked 2 episodes ago.
When she came out with that giant shield, I thought it was a hat. I legit thought it was a hat.
I also thought it was a hat. Because she started with on her head. Or like hiding behind it. And I thought, okay, she's holding the hat. Because it was like gold medal and a white sheer outfit. I'm like, you needed more of that gold medal.
Yeah, like, I would love like a little like trimming or like pattern with the gold medal on the dress.
I would think a helmet would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know, some British thing we don't get.
Or Irish.
Alright, then we go look at the past queens who won.
Lost. Oh, you mean the 3?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking of like the eliminated queens. But
No,
yes.
I know we want to talk about Starlet's dress so fucking bad, but you gotta wait, man. Lauren Chain looks so pretty.
Oh my god, Lauren Chain looks so... I love that behind the head thing.
I kind of wonder why Lawrence Chaney was like, don't get big-headed, like, you know, be nice to the people who pay your rent. Like, I've never heard a previous queen say that before.
That was interesting. It was all... He's like, oh, don't listen to people, and like, you know you're awesome, so don't let them take you down. And Lawrence is like, when you get to the meet and greet, make it worth it for them, because they paid $200 to see... That meet and greet joke was really funny by Danny Beard.
What did Danny Beard say again?
She was like, oh, John Bess isn't a finalist, she's just here for the meet and greet.
Danny Beard. John Bess, you deserve to be here. Also, Danny Beard, you don't have any medals. You're just here for the meet and greet.
I still can't believe Krista Versace won season 3. I mean, she looked good in this reunion, but still.
Yeah, I can't believe that either, but, you know, Viva V. Now, we can touch on the queens who was eliminated.
Most of them didn't look that good. I would say the top 3 is... you know, I'm actually gonna have to give it to Pixie Polite as number 1. I love that green and gold. Usually I'm not a fan of fabric and stone looks like John Bess, but I thought Pixie Polite did it very well.
She didn't get the memo that we were doing red, white, and blue.
I mean, true. Then started, of course, the big blue tulle, the nude illusion with the rhinestoning. Oh, it's like her aesthetic and beauty.
Cinderella Dream.
Yeah. I guess I have to pick a third. I like Starlet because I like the shell and sea theme, but other than that, it was very lackluster.
You meant Dakota.
What did I say?
Starlet.
Oh, yeah, I meant Dakota.
I get the two confused all the time, too. Yeah, I do like Dakota. It wasn't that great, but it was better than everyone. Sminty, I kind of liked.
That was okay. I thought there was a weird silhouette going on.
She got criticized for doing the same silhouette. Of course, she had to branch out. So I knew if Black Pepper made it to the top 2, then hell yeah, Black Pepper would win. But luckily, RuPaul said, nah. This last challenge doesn't count. We only look at report cards.
I mean, it's been like that forever now. Yeah, they were like in the workroom. It's like, doesn't matter what you did before. It's all about this challenge. And I'm like, bullshit. So Cheddar and Danny were top 2. Clearly, obviously, they have the most badges. They were favored to win.
And a little birdie told me that you was on Team Cheddar, but after this episode, you went to Team Danny.
I mean, I think I was just like, I'm okay with both of them winning, or either one of them winning. I mean, not both of them.
No all-star for...
Like, I think Danny has the personality. Cheddar had, like, not necessarily the talent, but she was just, like, the strange one.
It's weird because Michelle Facade made it sound like she was really famous outside of Drag Race.
I mean, they've been saying that since, like, episode 1.
Oh, they have? Okay.
Yeah, that, like, oh my god, I can't believe Cheddar Gorgeous is on. I mean, it sounded like she could have been on any season. She just chose this one. So, they lip-synced to This Is My Life.
Not the one that I was thinking of.
But, you know, when you have the 2 non-dancers going up, then...
These bitches did not move during the whole whole lip sync, and the only time Cheddar moved was to take off elements of her dress and got uglier IMO.
I did like when she was singing to her crown though.
She did this weird thing with her lip. It reminded me of Jinx Monsoon when she kept like wobbling her mouth when like my.
Yeah, I wish they did it better. Like
Yeah.
Jinx Monsoon and Detox. Cause they really like broke the jaw doing that. These two, their jaw's intact.
So surprise, surprise, old Danny boy won.
I was still surprised. I thought Cheddar had this hands down.
Yeah, I thought Cheddar was way better in the lip sync.
Again, it's not about what you do in the last challenge. It's a report card thing.
Alright. I think it's weird that we went with a queen really similar to Lawrence Chaney. Someone really comedy.
Sure, yeah. I think this is the first season where I thought, actually no, I still think Cheddar should have won. 4 seasons, 4 for 4, the UK has disappointed me. Because as much as I love Lawrence Chaney, Bimini should have won. Kinda obvious.
It's okay. None of them won money. But if we want to talk about competition where we do get the green and the maple syrup.
Sure. We've now moved on to the True North Strong, where apparently they have an illiteracy problem. But the Prime Minister is really into gay rights, so, you know, that's a plus.
You know, okay, my coworker was talking about her friend who's a not preschool teacher, an elementary school teacher who's like, kids are so dumb these days. Like, I'll give them a quiz on the laptop, and as a teacher, I get to see what they're looking up on the laptop. And the students would type into Google verbatim, what's the answer to question 3? Not even that the question is, it's just, what is question 3?
As a teacher, do you just eliminate them from the classroom? Like automatic failure?
No, I think you just give them warnings. I think, like, for elementary school students who doesn't know the principles of morality, you know, like, that's kind of harsh.
Maybe give them a naughty sticker.
I am very motivated by stickers. Stickers are the asexual version of coming. No? Okay.
No, okay. Anyways, let's move on to CANvsWorld episode 2 with the worst reading challenge. But it was also like funny on like how bad it was because it was like they knew how bad it was.
And like each queen being like, oh man, like I'm not good at reading challenges, but I think I can excel here and then fail.
Like there were a couple good ones, but I think overall it was like
This is the first time reading challenge. It wasn't like usually they're bad because the jokes are like, yeah, I've heard this a million times. This time it's like, huh? It's like, oh, you think I stink, but just remember that the nose is close to the mouth. It's like, were you implying she ate her out? What?
So moving on to the Snatch Game.
Yeah, I just want to say real fast, I'm proud Anita Wiglet won this reading challenge.
Oh yeah, I assume she's the nicest of the group.
That's why she won. She's the most shadiest.
So for the Snatch Game, we have 3 singers, which I'm like, do none of you watch this damn show?
And all 3 singers did bad.
Yeah, cause no shit, you did 3 singers.
Okay, but like, who do you think was the worst singer? Because we have Lizzo who was just saying facts, like, you know, like blaming it on the juice. It's like, okay, but we don't need like a 10-minute monologue of what that juice is. You have Cardi B, who I don't know anything about Cardi B, but I guess she goes, yeah, a lot. And then you have Adele, who had a divorce, and that became her whole personality.
You know, I would actually maybe say Lizzo and Cardi B was the worst. Because I feel like Anita was trying. Stephanie relied on doing the same thing. And Silky just talked with no joke.
Really, I was gonna say Adele was the worst because I didn't get anything from Adele other than she got a divorce.
I mean, it's supposed to be a joke there. I'm not saying it's funny. But like, Lizzo didn't have a joke. And neither Cardi B.
Lizzo was funny in the way where, in my head, I thought I knew what the punchline was, but she swerved left off the cliff, and I was like, oh, okay.
It's like you all want to watch a train wreck.
Like when the juice, like, oh, what's the juice? And like, oh, squeeze your boob, and it's like, okay, so it's breast milk. But no, it was like smelling your armpit or something.
Yeah, I had no idea what the hell that was.
And then the ones on top, I don't really know who Roger was playing, because Roger and Isis was on top.
Roger was playing someone named Big Frida, who I guess is like a very big name diva who started a lot of drag slang, I guess, or just gay slang. And Isis Couture, I felt like she just give very like Chad Michaels as Cher kind of vibe with the I don't want to be on this chicken shit.
You kind of had to be a diva that breaks the fourth wall if you want to do good in Snatch Game.
Yeah.
Because you kind of gotta break the formula, right?
Yeah, there's an art, there's a balance. I think Vanity should have been on the bottom as well.
You think so?
I just felt like she kept saying a bunch of Jamaican phrase, but again, no joke.
Okay, who did you think did better? Vanity as Spice or Victoria Scone as the house cleaner?
Ooh.
Because I thought they both was kind of on the same level, but Victoria Scone might be a little bit worse.
I think you're right. I think Victoria Scone did do worse. Because, okay, we've seen a little bit of this woman, Kim Woodburn, as Pixie Polite doing it on the Squirrel Games.
Oh, that's what she was.
Yeah, I believe they're the same person. person that they're impersonating. And I think there was no anger in Victoria. Like, there was this moment where she was just explaining things. And I was like, shouldn't you be the angry woman who'd be like, shut the fuck up? You don't know what you're talking about? But like in that regal, old British way.
I mean, Victoria Scone to me wasn't acting. She was just being Victoria Scone.
Yeah, if you're gonna do Snatch Game, you need energy. If you're gonna suck at it, at least have the energy of it. Yeah, Victoria Scone really didn't have the energy. But who did worse, Victoria Scone or Anita?
That's a hard one for me.
Yeah.
They are both equally kind of bad to me.
I would still say Victoria Scone did worse. Again, if you're not gonna at least have a joke, then you don't deserve to even be safe.
So let's move on to the celestial body one. Unless you want to talk about the Prime Minister.
Nah, I'm done.
Screw you, Prime Minister. We don't know you. We're American.
The runway was celestial bodies. I'm not really a big fan of space looks, so I wasn't that excited. But I will say Anita and Rita did very well.
Anita. Like, I thought the moon was just a little bit too small, but other than that, it's my perfect aesthetic with the one boob out.
That's true. I would like it if it like surrounded her head.
Yeah, and her hair kind of looked like, I don't know, to me, it looked like an oil painting, like Starry Nights.
Need more color.
And meanwhile, Rita Baga looked like really gorgeous with the sun rays, kind of like Larvesta from Pokemon.
Oh my god, the sun. I always love that background kind of look.
Yeah, and then her hair was like, it's very unique, IMO.
Yes, yeah. Not like Raja and Vanity who are like weird aliens? Come on.
Okay, I'll give Raja. It didn't really fit the celestial body theme, but it was pretty in a vacuum.
I guess.
I didn't get Vanity Milan.
Look like a peacock.
Peacock. Oh my god. I felt so bad for Vanity because she came after like 4 stunning dresses and she came out in an okay dress that looked like garbage in comparison.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And then I think Victoria Scone when the rings came out and she did the reveal, then I liked the look.
See, the problem with the rings was always there, but it just when she spun, it like popped out a little bit more. So it looked ugly and droopy when it wasn't spinning.
That is true.
So that's my only problem. Like, bitch, be spinning the whole time. Get those ballet lessons in play.
And I was like, what are you doing? You kissing Brooke's ass?
I like Silky Nutmeg the Knots. I just wish her hair made sense.
Yeah, I like the idea too. My problem was the bodysuit. I'm like, you can't just put a space-themed bodysuit on and call it a day.
Like, I kind of get it because this is something no one's gonna get. Remember I showed you that Halloween picture of the girl and the guy was the balloon for the little kid, so he was wearing all black except for like one white string coming from his chin.
Oh yeah.
Implying that he was the balloon.
Yeah.
I thought that was what Silky was going for, I guess. Trying to like make the body less detailed so that the dragon stood out more.
If that's the case, then she needed a bigger dragon.
Yeah, she needed a bigger dragon.
She needed that so I could like wrap around the bot. And then Stephanie and Isis, they were pretty, but I just didn't get it.
Stephanie and Isis was pretty. It just wasn't the top, so I don't want to talk about them.
So Isis and Raja were the top 2. Kind of obvious.
Yeah.
I think Isis did a better job.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't even remember Raja. I was like, did she do well? Like, yeah, she did. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, she did. Yeah, she good energy. I think she was more volleying with like other contestants as well. And the bottom 2 was Anita and Stephanie, which I don't agree because I think it should have been Silky instead of Anita, but whatever. They got to lip sync to Skater Boy.
Real fast before I talk about this very boring lip sync, I think it's so stupid that Isis was like, oh, it hurts me that another Canadian queen's on the bottom. Like, I don't want to send another Canadian home. This is why I only have respect for Rita Baga, who sent home competition.
Oh yeah, we should have talked more about it, but whatever. I think it's less about being a Canadian, more about being a friend.
Oh.
But I think they seem to like know each other, especially after the season, and they were on the same season.
I also appreciate Raja being shady. And he's like, Anita doesn't have that confidence. Let me read Stephanie Prince before I make this like execution though.
I mean, you do gotta play the game.
I think you have to play 2 games. The most important. It's not about diversity. It's not about who has more potential. It's get out your competition, but don't be hated on social media.
Social game and a mind game.
So now we can go to, oh god, this song was wasted here.
I feel like they were both living like the punk fantasy, and I'm just like, this isn't the most punk song for you to be doing. Like, are all the other songs just not punk? So you just like gotta put it all in here.
I just want to know why they wore the ugliest outfits to Skater Boy.
I'm telling you, punk fantasy. That's
We need to get that one guy who left All Stars because he was mad that Michelle Visage was mean to him.
Oh, Chantel?
No, I don't know. I don't know the name, but they would have killed it with the look here. I like Raja just because like she did more like the comedy route where she did ballet, doing the part where they dropped ballet. Meanwhile, Isis was just head rocking the whole time.
I liked Isis because I thought there was more energy and movement in Isis. Whether it made sense or not is not the thing. But I think if you're gonna do more of that interpretive comedy dancing, you gotta go all the way with it. Like, you can't just have a nod.
Alright, that's fair. Like, I didn't get when Raja did the jack off, but I'm glad that she came on Blanca.
That was hilarious. So Isis won, which I agree with.
And I thought for sure Anita Wiggler was going to leave out that door.
I feel like that Raja did phone it in.
You think so?
I don't think she wanted to choose the loser.
You think she did what I call the gotcha?
Yeah. Because Raja can definitely dance.
Yeah.
And this was not it. But yes, Isis chose Stephanie Prince to be eliminated, and that was shocking.
Yeah, and based off track record, I was like, I was wondering why no one brought this up. Because we were just talking about, I don't even know what we were talking about. We didn't even talk once about track record.
I know. I just want one winner to be like, stop, don't talk to me. You're already on the bottom. Let's save some time.
No, you can't because you gotta make good TV.
I guess, but we knew that if you had to pick someone, it'd go be Stephanie. Because you can't suck on two challenges that are very different from each other.
Especially when she's like, what can you bring that Anita can't? It's like, I can bring comedy. Like, no, you can't. we just saw you fair. Do you think Snatch Game isn't comedy?
I mean, yeah, right? Like, there's a difference between off-the-cuff funny and, like, having to structure something to be funny. Whether it be the roast, the improv, reading.
Then we know they can't read. Alright, so next week they're doing the weather ball, which Annie will be eating it all up, unless they all suck.
Unless none of them are rain theme.
And hopefully the US doesn't come out soon.
Nah, it'll probably come, because I think CANvs only has 6 episodes, so there's only 4 more after this. So if anything, it'll come at the finale. But I haven't heard anything from it, but we'll see. Maybe in the next few weeks we'll see some US season 15, which I'm excited, because I'm excited to see Sugar and Spice, who are twins, brothers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so one dresses a lot in black and one dresses a lot in white.
Holy shit. Alright, ta-ta for titties.